When the Maserati GranTurismo made its debut in early 2007, George W. Bush lived in the White House. The iPhone hadn't launched, and Chrysler had yet to crash on Fiat's couch. A decade is a long time. It's a different world, even at Maserati. New Ghibli, Levant SUV, and Quattroporte models have increased the brand's sales more than tenfold. Roughly 42,000 new Maseratis will be sold this year. But unlike those other models, the GranTurismo contains nary a trace of Chrysler. It remains very much a product of the old, pre-FCA Maserati and is still built on a shortened, two-door version of the platform used for the previous generation Quattroporte, a car we remember fondly. While the untrained eye might not see much difference between the 2008 GranTurismo and the 2018 GranTurismo, there have been many small changes over the years. The 2018 model has new bumpers at both ends that help lower the drag coefficient to ensure that this Maserati, in coupe form, can reach at least 185 miles per hour. Spec it right, Maserati hints, and you'll hit the European magic number of 300 kilometers per hour, which is 186 miles per hour. There are new headlights, an 8.4-inch touchscreen infotainment system shared with the Ghibli and some Chrysler products, the latest generation of Pirelli P0 footwear, and a new analog clock. The sole engine is still the 454 HP 4.7-liter V8, which traces its gestation to the belly of the 1999 Ferrari 360 Modena and has been screaming ever since. A 6-speed automatic is the only gearbox available. Switching to the latest 8-speed automatic was something Maserati didn't want to spend on. We thought we'd seen the mid-cycle refresh in 2013 and that 2018 might bring us a full replacement based on the Alfieri concept car. Instead, this refreshed GranTurismo is by no means a new car, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. The GranTurismo's interior, from the instrument panel to the rear seats, which really are suitable only for kids, is dressed in soft leathers with impeccable stitching. Unlike the newer Maseratis, there are no switches shared with the Jeep to spoil the mood. The GranTurismo is cast as Maserati's halo car, and it doesn't appear to be built to a cost, but rather to a near Bentley standard. Starting the Maranello-built V8 requires sliding the key into the ignition and turning the tumbler, a quaint reminder of life in 2008. A cross-plane crankshaft gives the V8 a distinct trip that's muted in normal mode and perfectly obnoxious when you open up the exhaust by pressing the sport button. Running this naturally aspirated engine to its 7,500 RPM redline weakens your will and makes you forgiving of acceleration that hasn't kept in step with our turbocharged times. Most cars that are just below the coupe's $134,625 starting price easily outrun the GranTurismo, courtesy of forced induction. The convertible opens at $152,265. Internet commenters will scoff, rightly, for once, at what we estimate to be a 4.5-second 0 to 60 mph time, nearly 50% slower than the 3.1 seconds a Porsche 911 Carrera S needed in a recent test. Electronically adjustable dampers in the base sport model offer a calm ride even when set to their firmest mode. The supposedly more aggressive MC version's single-mode dampers are also compliant enough for daily duty. Start pushing around the GranTurismo and it can't hide its long, 115.8-inch wheelbase and more than 2 tons of mass. On tight mountain passes, it complies with your most absurd requests but with more body motion than any of the latest Mercedes-Benz SLs, not to mention the sportier